Now you'd have to have been hiding under a rock to not know that we are giving away a Lotus Freelander Caravan this season, but you might not know about their brand new younger brother, the Lotus Off-Grid. Behind me is the 23-foot model, and I would have taken it on this adventure, but for the fact that you're not allowed to tow anything on the bridle track. But I know that you'll be keen to see this model, so thanks to Chapman's Caravans in Nowra, I'll show you around. Now for those new to this game, Lotus is definitely at the pointy end of the caravan spectrum. It is a premium van, and this model of Lotus Off-Grid is an unashamed family van featuring 4 bunks up the back. But I really think that this is the style and type of van that would suit life and work on the road. After all, when you're living out of a van permanently, you want to make sure that it is robust and built for purpose. And there's not too many brands with a better rep than Lotus. Now for a family on the road, you've got to make sure that everyone stays clean and healthy, and what better way to do that than a really serious ensuite. We have a full-size shower here, we've got a full-size toilet, and we've even got a permanently mounted washing machine. This looks the goods in here, but let's move out a little bit and come into, I guess, your kids' room here. So we've got 4 bunks here, and just loads of storage ideas as well. Like, you've just got these nice, beautiful, big, deep cabinets here that are all locked so they don't come open when you hit those dirt roads, but really thoughtful touches as well. There's little spots for the kids to put their books, their magazines, and each of the bunks also has its own USB charging point so they can make sure that their devices are charged up on the road. And then we come out into the living space. So we've got a 188 litre fridge freezer. We've also got a beautifully set up kitchen, and that's where Lotus really does get things right. The design is so modern. This is more like a fancy flat than it is a caravan. Everything is just mint. This is a full ceramic sink here that is nice and deep, that you'd be happy in any house, and it's in your caravan. On top of that, we've got microwaves, we've got a full oven here, cooktop, loads more storage, and a really nifty Fusion stereo system with speakers not just inside the van but outside as well, because let's face it, we'll probably be eating a lot of our meals and spending a lot of our time outside. In terms of specifications, Lotus really do have a lot on offer. In fact, this van here is fitted with a bike rack to hold 3 bikes, big storage box off the front which can also hold your generator, and on top there's 3 170 watt solar panels, and these are designed to keep your 2 100 amp hour AGM batteries fully charged up no matter where you go. That's a lot of power. We've also got air conditioning mounted on top of the caravan, but on top of that you've got 5 Sirocco fans, which are a really nice low power draw to keep things cool. And this model even has an outside shower, so you can have a wash off when you come back from the beach. When it comes to the underpinnings of your caravan, you need to have that sorted. Now, this is running a GNS chassis. Incidentally, GNS have been around for over 45 years, and this is one of their newer lightweight designs, so it does save a truckload of weight. In fact, this thing can actually be towed by a vehicle with just a 3.5 ton towing capacity. And when you're talking a 23-foot van, I reckon that's pretty good. She features fully independent suspension, running on coil springs, and there are twin shock absorbers controlling each of those springs. So there's a lot of redundancy put into place when it comes to this van. And on top of that, top quality Bears Goodrich rubber all round, which is a little bit of a rarity these days on a caravan. But what really strikes me about this particular caravan is seeing the proportions of it and just understanding that you could actually live on the road full time in this with a family. And just coming out the back end of COVID, a lot of people have really worked out that they don't need to be at the office or even near the office. As long as they've got a stable connection via the old Wi-Fi, they can be wherever they like. Just imagine being in your own office on the road, looking at a brand new view out the window every single day. Not a bad scam, hey? Now, if you go around to caravan shows around Australia, you will find a whole host of different vans that actually look very similar and often have very similar specifications to what you'll find in that Lotus off-grid. But what you can't do at shows is actually hook these vans up behind your vehicle and take them for a run, especially on a rough, rutted road. Now, I've been towing Lotus caravans for about the last 8 years or so, and I can tell you from personal experience that they tow beautifully. In fact, I think that they tow a lot better than caravans that are often up to a ton lighter, and that's saying a lot. That means that your vehicle and your van are really nicely balanced, and it is so important because after all, it's that day-to-day living with your caravan when you can start to really notice those things. You can't notice them at a caravan show, but as soon as you hit the dirt, you really do notice it. And that's why I'm really happy to recommend a Lotus caravan, because they just are well set up. The ball weight's not too much. They really do tow beautifully behind your 4x4. So check them out if you want to make that little sea change and hit the road with your family.